Before we get started. Okay, I'm good. Vlogoween episode 3, guys. Welcome back. Happy October. This is my favorite month of the entire year. Not only because it's your girl's birthday, but also, or birthday month, I should say. My birthday was 2 days ago. Thank you for all the birthday love for those of you that reached out. But this month is just, to me, there's so much to do, so many fun things, fall activities, haunted houses, horror movies, the whole 9 yards. It's my jam, and Jason's as well. Today is actually October 3rd.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
And for today's video, we're gonna go through a little bit of a different aspect of things in terms of health and self-care, something I don't always touch upon in this channel, but something that has been weighing on me for a long time, making me very anxious, something I've been ignoring. I'm gonna fix. It's never too late to fix your issues. And sometimes the stuff that we choose to ignore could be the one thing that could be impacting our health the most, quite honestly. More to come on that in a little bit in the video, but first, your girl needs to eat. And today I've got kind of like, well, I don't know how great this is gonna look on camera, but it's a really like harvesty fall meal. I have my favorite fish of all time, swordfish. We love that, fresh off the fish truck. Cook that in the air fryer for like 10 to 14 minutes, depending on the cut of the swordfish. And then I paired it with, I've been really getting back into my daily harvest bowls, the harvest bowls. Yesterday I had the sweet potato wild rice one. Highly recommend, 10 out of 10 if you're gonna grab some goodies. That one's phenomenal. This one is a roasted eggplant and red pepper caponata. Sounds very fancy, but I love these because I feel like they're just very hearty. The ingredients on Daily Harvest is just so no nonsense. A lot of good nutritious foods in here. Nutritionally, 260 calories, 14 grams of fat, sodium 690, a little bit higher in sodium, 30 grams of carbs. We have 9 grams of fiber, 7 grams of protein, tons of potassium, just lots of good stuff in here. And I feel like these types of meals, for me personally, are very nourishing. And I find that when I'm running and with my running goals, it goes a lot further for me. And I feel like I've been more aware and attentive to my nutritional needs and making sure I'm kind of getting a variety of fruits and vegetables and meeting my fiber. And I find that sometimes makes all the difference in my running and running performance. So I haven't tasted this one yet, so let's do a live taste test. 690 on sodium, so I'm not gonna add any salt and pepper to it yet. Oh yeah. That is so good, actually. That doesn't need any salt. But you know what? It actually doesn't taste too salty either. I'm not like, oh my God, that tastes so salty. Really good flavor, like really tomatoey. I can taste the garlic, maybe a little oregano in there. And I just feel like anything pairs with swordfish because it's a very like mild fish. So I'm gonna jam on this, get some nourishment in before I tackle my goals. But also, before I forget, I do actually have a link and a promo code with Daily Harvest. If you guys are interested in checking it out, no pressure, but if you want to support me, you can enter in Kara Corey. That's the promo code. It's going to get you $25 off your first box. Or if you've ordered before, you can just use my link down in the description box, and that does earn me a little bit of commission. So just so you know, we'll have those details down in the description box. And yes, time to eat my meal. I am starving. I wanted to share with you all some pieces that I picked up from Abercrombie and Fitch. I did a whole fall haul of just basics and tops, and I love layering the fashion this time of year. So we're just gonna do a little fashion show for you guys, showing how you can layer and style different pieces. So they do have lots of good sales too. So just to note on that. And the jeans I'm wearing for this are from Fit Jeans. So I did want to mention I actually have a code with Fit Jeans now. It's Kara Corey Fit Life Pumpkin. That'll get you 10% off during the month of October. So I'll also throw that down in the description box if you guys do want to try those out. I do have a full separate review of those as well, but I hope you enjoy the little fashion haul. I do have everything time coded, so if you do want to skip forward, you can go ahead and do so. Let's talk a little bit about laundry, shall we? And we're in my laundry room right now. This is kind of a big deal for me, you guys. I talk a lot about health on this channel, but one thing sometimes I think I neglect to talk to you guys about, other than just diet and exercise when it comes to health and wellness, is also taking care of ourselves, taking care of our anxiety levels. And one thing that always stresses me out is laundry and my laundry room. This has been a bear to me for so long, and I've never been able to figure it out and get in a good flow with organization. And I feel like I'm finally getting there. It's come a long way. I know you may look at this laundry room and be like, girl, there's a lot of laundry and things going on in here. This is a big deal to me, and I wanted to share with you guys what I've done because I think some of you relate to the beast that is laundry. So I personally just like get stressed and overwhelmed with like piles of laundry everywhere. Yeah, I've learned to live with it, and sadly Jason has as well, but I decided it's time to organize and figure it out. So one of the things that helped me was kind of, number one, getting a little more space. So Jason, part of my birthday gift, got me some additional shelving, and I share this with you guys because we already had one shelf in here, but Jason got a couple extra ones from like Lowe's that were relatively affordable, and we actually do have quite a bit of wall space in here, so just utilizing the space better. We may actually add some shelves over here as well that I can store and fold and do some things on. So that was number one for me, and I also just kind of like made it look a little cuter by going to Target and getting some of these matching baskets and kind of just adding some doodads in here that just make it look more aesthetic, which then for me makes me want to be in the room more, right? Like I am actually a firm believer that your environment and how it looks and how you create it so that you have a certain feel when you're in it can go a long way for your overall well-being. Like I've done the same with my office at work because that can be a stressful place. So I've made it like very kind of like serene in there with certain things that just make me feel good when I'm in there. And it just makes it easier to get the things we need to get done. So yeah, this room has come a long way. I have two very dirty baskets of laundry, but I'll have Jason throw up a before photo for you to kind of see what this looked like in here before. It kind of looked like an episode of Hoarders, but I feel like it's come a long way with the help of just making sure I'm doing this new process I came up with, which is I don't wash any laundry unless I'm willing to fold and put away the laundry. So I do have one clean basket of laundry here that I do need to fold and put away today, which is why I'm not doing any other dirty until I get that put away. Because what happens is I clean a ton and then it just sits here and I don't put away because I'm overwhelmed by it. So that's one thing I've been doing. A lot of times I just hang up my stuff here and I figure it out after. So I bought tons of hangers. So I either fold stuff, I hang it, and then I carry it to my other walk-in closet or my Buffbunny collection room, which we're also going to organize together later. The other thing I did was I still have one old basket here, but I kind of separated for me my underwear and socks, which maybe sounds funny, but I haven't just like organized and like paired my socks together like as a twosome in a hot minute. So holy stress trying to get out the door. Jason would be like, I'll meet you in the car. I'm like, okay, but I gotta find a pair of socks. And then I'd be in here for 10 minutes and he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't find a matching pair of socks and I need my socks to match. So that was something that I just needed to take the time to do. Why don't I use a dresser for it? I don't know. This is just what works for me right now, is kind of having it here in the laundry room. So I've got things organized, socks, underwear, I've got masks, bralettes, and then I have this big basket of Lone Rangers who don't have their pair yet. So I have to go through that as well. But I feel really good about where I'm at. I feel like this is something I can sustain. So along with that, so this has come a long way. I'm going to share with you guys my Buffbunny collection clothing. You ask all the time, what the heck do I do with all those clothes? I don't do anything with them. That's the problem. Hence anxiety, stress, not good. So I've got some other bins and a storage closet, and we are going to organize and get those all taken care of too. And I am going to have a huge weight off my shoulders. Comment down below if you relate to the whole anxiety around laundry. That is my life. Now that I've accomplished a lot in my laundry room, you guys, I've gotten really far in there. I know you may not find it the most organized, but I'm very impressed with myself. Now we're moving into the other bear that has been on my back, and that is the Buffbunny collection clothing. So grateful to be an athlete and to have all these pieces, but I've been with the company now for almost 4 years. So I've acquired a ton of clothes and I don't really get rid of them, mostly because they do frequently kind of come out with new pieces. They'll update things and I pride myself on giving you guys the most details, and I like to be able to compare things for you so I do not get rid of stuff. So what we have to do is organize this entire mess. I don't have everything in here. What you're seeing is not everything, but what you are seeing is a lot of the clothes that I most frequently wear. So what we've got behind me, this is a brand new addition to my office. This was part of my birthday gift from Jason. This is a beautiful storage unit with the shelving in there. You can see the shelving set up. There's also like a hanger part up top if you want to hang stuff. You can actually like modify and change the shelves, but I like how it's set up. So I was thinking with this storage unit, what would maybe work better than just actually throwing clothes in here, because I feel like workout clothes don't necessarily fold and stay put very easily. They get super messy. So I went and bought these storage bins from Target. These were like relatively affordable. I pretty much grabbed everything I could find in these two sizes. I think this one was like $7 and this one was like $5 or something. But I figured what I could do is roll up my leggings, sports bras, and actually make them nice and neat and organized in here. That's the plan. That's the plan, Stan. So we're gonna do it together. What I'm doing right now is taking my giant load from up here, and I'm kind of going ahead, and the way I'm trying to organize this stuff is a few different ways. I've got some piles going on over here already. I'm trying to separate stuff so that it makes sense from a storage and when I go in there to grab it type perspective. Like I wanna do Newbury items together, then like performance stuff together, sports bras, tank tops. And then I'm also gonna be going through in pieces that I don't wear as frequently. Something like this naughty top here. This is from a couple summers ago. Actually last summer. This is from the Bossy launch. Haven't worn that in a bit. I've got like a super old, this is one of like the OG pieces they came out with. Does anyone remember this top? Things like this I don't gravitate towards. I don't normally wear. I'm gonna do a separate pile and actually bring these items downstairs. I've got kind of what I've been doing to clean up shop a little bit with my storage space upstairs is I've been putting stuff in totes and bringing it downstairs. So that's kind of the flow. I'm not a professional when it comes to folding. As you can tell, I just like fold little piles, but I feel like it's gonna be best to organize to maybe like roll up my leggings. That's what some of you all told me how to do it before to best organize it. So we've got a lot to tackle. And one thing I'm gonna do, which I recommend you guys do too, if you're someone like me that gets stressed in terms of time management and organization, I actually love organization. I love doing this kind of stuff. What I don't love is that I don't feel like I have enough time in the day. I only have 2 days off from work, from my hospital job on the weekend. So in those 2 days off, there's so much that I love to cram in there. And things like this, I just don't normally prioritize. So to kind of keep me on track, I'm gonna set my phone alarm. And I recommend you guys do this too. If you're like myself, it can be kind of helpful just to see how much you can get accomplished in a set time frame. Plus, it'll lessen your likelihood of getting distracted. So if I know I'm putting myself on a timer, it almost makes me a bit competitive. If I set my timer for like 45 minutes, see what I can get done in 45 minutes, then I know I'm up against the clock and I'm not gonna like dick around with checking my phone or getting sidetracked with other things, right? So that's just like a basic tip for anyone with time management struggles. So I'm gonna set my phone alarm. I really don't know how long this is gonna take me, but I'm gonna set my phone alarm for like 45 minutes, and I'd love it if it doesn't take me that long, but let's just see. It's 2:34 right now, so I'm hoping, oh, clock's a ticking. Let's get to work. These are all sports bras. I did have these all folded perfectly before, and now they're a big mishmash of things. And I don't even really know how much I can store in the storage unit, so I might be able to put a lot more in there than I realize or not. So this is what we're starting with. I have plenty more Buffbunny clothes if I need to gather them. Okay. That's a lot of it. A lot of it. Tell me in the comments below how you guys organize your workout clothes or your clothes in general. I understand this might be a bit excessive because I am a sponsored athlete, so I've got clothes coming to me on a routine basis, but let me know what your organizational tips are when it comes to clothing items like this in particular, because I feel like I always struggle with it. Like some things are in sets, like a sports bra and pants. Do I store those together? Do I store them separate? Do you organize them by color? I just never know the best way to do it, you know? I'll put joggers back here. Keep this up here, actually. All right, all my clothes are on the floor, so I'm gonna get to rolling and trying to sort them in those bins and possibly do a little time lapse for you, and let's see how far I can get in my 45 minutes.
Hey, listen up, I've tried to tell you this 100 times. Not getting better by lying there pretending to cry. You on repeat, you can see shit cause you have closed your eyes.
So this may be a little neurotic, but I have decided I am gonna try to color code things. So in this one, I've got all my blue leggings kind of crammed in there. I don't think I'm gonna stack stuff on top of each other just yet. I want to try to keep things like as spread out and as accessible as possible. If I run out of bins, I may layer on top. But for now, I'm gonna kind of do like all my blues in one. These are all either Legacy, Rosa, or Rosa pocket leggings. And I would say Rosa's, Legacy, all that, those are probably the ones that I gravitate towards the most. But I'm gonna keep going with my colors and see if I can do that. Because I feel like doing the color coding will keep it easy for me when I'm like grabbing an outfit in the morning, knowing what I want to wear and pair together. So
Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. I try to help you, but you keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate, we're not aligned. You say you listen, we're guessing that's just another sign.
pet peeve with sports bras is that I want to make sure all the cup pads are in there and that they're not like folded and that they're in there correctly. Bruce Wayne, you want to come in here, baby? Let me figure it out. Come on. Yep, come on through. You're okay. Good boy. You gotta pick a spot though. Go ahead, Biggs. Lay down. Lay down. Sit. Good boys. Good boys. Okay, I think I've used all my big containers. Yes. It's my phone. It's my phone, Biggs. It's just my phone. 45 minutes is up. Shh. I think I can finish this shortly.
Out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah.
So it did take me about an hour, so I had to reset my alarm for a little bit longer, but I don't think this is bad considering how this room looked before. And what I like about this is I feel like a couple things here. I was showing Jason, like, I could easily put more things in the closet. Like I could do another layer over this, but I'm worried that when I'm rushing and I'm looking to find a specific pair of leggings, I'm gonna just turn this into chaos. So I kind of want to leave everything in a single layer, but what I'd like to do is get more of these bins, because like I said, what I can do is this. I could stack like literally 4 or 5 in this one here. But I still have tons of space to work with in this closet, so I'm not maxed out, and I got everything in here that I wanted to get in here, although there is another Buffbunny collection launch coming up, so stay tuned. I'll be doing a live unboxing this week on my Instagram, which means a whole review is coming as well. Support code Kara, just so you know if you're interested. But yeah, I'm gonna have a whole other haul. That's the thing. More clothes coming in, so my plan is This is kind of like a lot of this past year's launches, I would say, like 2020, 2021, with maybe a few other pieces sprinkled in. That's primarily what I wear. So I want to use this closet as what I mostly wear, and then kind of tease things out as things go along. But yes, so I still have tons of room to work with in here. I cleaned out these bins at my local Target. So to keep it color coordinated, I might see if I can buy some more online, but it worked out really well. So I've got like sports bras. I did the best I could without spending too much time on it, like color coordinating things, more sports bras. So I feel like this is gonna be just so easy for me to grab and go in the morning when I wanna find an outfit. So I'm so happy. And yeah, in an hour, that's not bad. I think it definitely helped me that I did my alarm method. So I was like racing against the clock. It helped. So yay, go me. I've quite literally never felt this organized at my home life. Like I'm super organized at work. I tell Jason all the time, I'm like, you don't even understand. Like at work, I am so particular about organization and tidiness. And then at home, it goes wrong. So this is the most organized I've literally felt in like 10 years, like since Jason and I have lived in the house, which is extra good because we go on vacation in literally 3 weeks. And that's one of the things that stresses me out is like feeling like a mess as I'm about to go on vacation, because I feel like that always compiles it when you're packing and unpacking. And now I just feel so good and relaxed, and packing is going to be easy. And now I'm going to be motivated to keep things organized and take the time little by little, day by day to keep it up. So this is your motivation message. If you've got something you've been slacking on, whether it's just cleaning out your purse, cleaning out your car, a closet, or maybe a total overhaul like I've done, then slow steps, or like I needed to do, I had to carve out a weekend off to literally just tackle it. I was like, no YouTube videos, no date night, boo, sorry. I have to do this for me. So you can do it too. Get organized. It'll seriously make a world of a difference to your mental and physical health. Check, check. Mike. How does it go? It's like so easy and I can't figure it out. Oh, maybe that pulls down this way. Yeah. The man that's probably never worn an apron in his life. How's it look?
It's good.
My mom bought it for me for my birthday. Do one of these. Ooh, this brings me back to my Yankee Candle days. Loved rocking that apron. That was nice about working there. Do I look profesh?
Good.
I'm good?
Yep.
Except I gotta look up the recipe. In keeping with being an adult and doing adult things, I'm gonna make something I've never made before, and I think it's pretty adult of me, a chicken pot pie. I've literally never made one, so today is the day. I was 38 years old when I first made my chicken pot pie. So I wanted to make like a healthier version-ish, if you will. My sister has made this for me before. It turns out delicious. You can do it from scratch if you want. You can do it all kinds of ways. I'm literally making it the quickest, easiest way I can because your girl is pressed for time. I need a little decompression time before the work week starts, but I also need to meal prep for myself. So this is the way I compromise with ensuring that I still have healthy meals prepared, but allow myself a little bit of free time, if that makes sense. So it's really up to you guys. If you love cooking and baking, spend all the time, make it from scratch. But quite simply, for today's chicken pot pie, we're gonna use a chicken. I'm gonna use a rotisserie chicken. I've never seen this before, but they had this at my local grocery store called Tops. It's a just bare whole rotisserie chicken. Apparently they use no added hormones, no antibiotics ever, blah, 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 blah. So I'm gonna use this guy to just cut off the breast meat. I'm not gonna use the skin or anything like that. Using a rotisserie like this will make it like a little bit higher in sodium, a little bit higher in fat, just because the juices from the skin kind of soak into the breast meat. But I really, really love rotisserie chicken breast meat because it's just delicious. And this is a quick option, but you could always do your own slow cooked chicken. You could always do canned chicken if you like that. That's kind of not my deal, but whatever. Do the chicken or do turkey pot pie. Turkey's a good choice too, but we eat a lot of ground turkey, so I thought this would be fun to do. We're gonna use some condensed cream of chicken soup. This is the healthy request version. So I assume maybe it's a little lower in sodium. I didn't honestly check to see what the difference is, but we use that. We're gonna use Bisquick mix for the actual like crust or top on it. And this is the Heart Smart mix. So this one comparative to the other mix has like, I believe a little less fat, carbs, and I believe a little less sodium too. We're also gonna use some frozen vegetables. So I picked up 1 bag of frozen veg. Let me get that out. Eat, too much stuff. Let's put this down here. Okay, so we've got just a bag of mixed veg. And I don't know if you're like me, but I like the mixed vegetables that have the lima beans in there. You don't have to do that, but that's my jam. And then I think we may need a little milk and egg. Yes, milk and egg for our Bisquick mix. So that's truly all you're gonna need. Pretty simple stuff here. All right, so the recipe I'm using is from bettycrocker.com. Bisquick sent me there. And it is the easy chicken pot pie recipe. It says 15 minutes to prep, total time 45 minutes. So the first thing we're gonna do is heat the oven to 375 and spray a 9-inch pie plate with cooking spray. So let's get that heated before I forget. You guys store stuff in your oven like Jason and I do. It's a great way to utilize space, but at the same time, you always have to remember to take the stuff out before you heat the oven or else it gets real hot. So 9-inch pie plate, I'm gonna use this Pyrex one I have. I'm just gonna use some olive oil cooking spray, spray away from the camera. And we'll go ahead and set that to the side right now. Probably need some kind of a mixing bowl. In a medium bowl, stir remaining ingredients until blended. Wow, that's easy. Add vegetables, chicken, and soup, stir to combine. Oh, okay. So let me cut up the chicken. It says to use how much chicken? About a cup of chopped cooked chicken. I'll probably just use all of the breast meat. Thinking about acrylics, you can easily dig into stuff. Just use my hands. Hands are washed, okay? Wash your hands. I'm not gonna worry about if this is a cup of chicken. I'm just gonna literally use all the breast meat because I don't mind if it's a little bit more chicken. Same with the vegetables. I might do a little bit more veg than what the recipe calls for just so it's nice and loaded up with veggies. And like while we're talking about vegetables, I don't know why things like this still have a stigma attached to it. Like it's not healthy because you're eating number one frozen vegetables or because you're eating things like peas and corn and carrots and lima beans, which maybe have a higher carbohydrate content value versus like if you're eating asparagus or kale, things like that. But it doesn't mean it's not good for you. It doesn't mean you're not eating vegetables. Like sometimes I think we just get too far down the rabbit hole with what we should be doing and that we just get so far away from it because we're so bogged down with all the BS. So my advice to you guys and myself sometimes is just to simplify. And sometimes for me, it's just getting some frozen vegetables and sneaking them into a pot pie to make sure that I get some veggies in. All right, I'm just gonna kind of chop this up. 1 2/3 cup. I guess we're just gonna add stuff right to the pie plate. So we're gonna add my chicken right there. Which, like I said, I think this is more than a cup of chicken, which is fine by me. Next, we're gonna add, it says 1 2/3 cup of mixed vegetables. So I'm gonna measure it, but I might add a little bit extra. 2/3, that's very specific, I feel like. There's 1 1/2. So cream of chicken. I feel like it's bad that I even have to look at directions for this. I asked my sister like 3 times. I'm like, send me the recipe. She's like, I don't really follow a recipe, Cara. I just kind of throw things together. I'm just not that good. This is condensed, so come on out. Do I need to add milk to it or water maybe? I don't know. We're gonna stir to combine. It's delish. Timing, the oven is preheated. Okay, now to do the pie crust topping. I'm using a local egg from our friends, our Bruce Goes to Doggy Daycare. They have farm fresh eggs. So we're gonna do 1 whole egg. I like to put the egg in first so that I can really make sure everything's stirred up before we add in the other ingredients. Just whisk that up. I'm guessing this would probably be better with like fattening milk. All I have here is unsweetened almond milk. It does have 2.5 grams of fat in it, but we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of milk. I don't know, sometimes I just feel like almond milk's a bit more watery, so this could impact this a little bit, but we'll see. I've never made it, so I guess I won't really know any different, now will I? And then we're gonna add 1 cup of the Bisquick mix. Now I'm not doing this like home economics style where you level it out perfectly. It ain't that serious. All right, we're gonna dump that in and stir it up. Super yellow from the egg. It's so crazy how like local fresh eggs, cage-free, they just look so much fresher and taste it too. Let's do just a little more zhuzh in there. I don't know why I feel like I need that, but I do. I guess it should be like pancake batter consistency, right? Smells like pancakes. So my mom got me these super cute little pie crust cutters and like little fall shapes, and I was thinking I could do that with this, but it's not gonna work. This is too liquidy. I'll have to do like an actual like thicker pie crust, or maybe I'll just make like little mini fall cookies with those. I think that'd be really cool. All right, let's go ahead and pour our crust on top. I feel like maybe I needed a double batch of crust. Feeling extra crusty, you know what I'm saying? I like a little extra crust. Ooh, I'm excited for this. How simple. I feel like you could very easily take this recipe if you're into casseroles like me. Jason's not really a casserole guy, but I'm just kind of basic when it comes to a little meat, veg, a little carbs. So you could really modify this recipe however you want. Really excited to see how this turns out. All right, here it is. I was gonna call it a shepherd's pie. What am I making again? Chicken pot pie is gonna go in the oven. It says to bake for 20 to 30 minutes, so I think I'll put it in for 20 and see how it looks, and then bump it up from there if need be. Do you wanna get one nice shot of the chicken pots? Smells good. I'm super impressed with how this turned out. Just aesthetically, let's be honest, that makes a difference. I just feel like the crust, it looks bubbly, it looks beautiful, it smells really good, and I love a quick prep meal. Obviously, it looks like it took a little longer because I was talking for YouTube, but so quick. So we're gonna cut into this bad boy. Oh, and I'm gonna give you the macros too. I first entered it like you would eat an 1/8, or I'm sorry, I put it in like you'd eat a 1/4 of this, but I don't know if that's maybe too much. Maybe we'll cut it into 6 slices. Let's do 6. Yeah, 6 looks like a good number. Let's update the macros real quick. Servings, 6. Obviously you could alter this how you want, but that ends up making it 24 carbs, 4.5 fat, and 17 grams of protein in 1 serving, which ends up being about 200 calories. Let's taste this bad boy. I'm excited. So cute. I'm killing myself with these cute pumpkin things my mom got me. I want this slice right here. This probably isn't ideal for the size of this slice, but I really want it to make the fall moment work. Work for me, baby. What are you over here sniffing? Now you guys can kind of get a peek at what the inside of my pie looks like. A few people online said that they felt like it needed a little salt, but always, did I just put pie on my face? It's a good rule of thumb to try it first before you salt it. Somebody's ready for dinner. It's still a little hot. I want to get all the pieces in one bite. Did I say how long I cooked it for? I cooked it for 25 minutes because I felt like the top of the crust looked golden brown.
Is that good?
It's that good. Why have I never made a chicken pot pie before? It was so good. It's so easy and so delicious. Oh shoot. I cleaned this counter. It's really good, like that cream of chicken soup or whatever. Gives it kind of like a gravy-ish taste, but not full-on gravy. I can't tell if maybe the crust could have been cooked a little bit longer. Like if that's a little bit battery on top or if that's just the cream of chicken soup. I don't really mind either way. This is delightful. This will definitely be a new staple in my routine because of how easy it was. I feel like this is going to be rather filling. You know, you could switch it up. Like I'm almost thinking like maybe I would do this, but on the inside do more like a cream of broccoli soup and do broccoli and chicken and maybe a little cheese. You could throw in whatever veggies you like. Some people like to throw potatoes in there too. I'm so impressed. So impressed. That was easy. Let me know down in the comments below. I'm sure many of you have made chicken pot pies before. I'm just kind of late to the game over here, but if you guys do try out this recipe, let me know. I mean, it's Betty Crocker's, it's not mine, but definitely wanted to share it because it was so quick and easy. This is gonna be easy to throw in the fridge and eat it during the work week. So I love having simple meals like this that are so easy for me to just grab and go when I'm rushing to work. Anyways, fam, I'm gonna end the vlog here. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. And before you head on out of here, be sure that you have joined the Corey crew. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. You can also hit that little post notification bell. That way you are notified each and every time that I upload. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.